All right. Happy morning, everybody, and welcome to SCBD Toastmasters. My name is Donna, and I am serving as your sergeant of arms tonight. I will first of all read the rules for tonight before we welcome our guest speaker. First, please be on time. The room is open 15 minutes before the meeting starts. Let's follow the time given in the agenda. Second, please identify yourself properly. Please rename yourself according to the following name format. For visiting Toastmasters, like yourself, Toastmaster Heru, please use the name VTM dash name dash club. For example, VTM dash John dash ABCD. And for non-Toastmasters, guests, or first-time attendees, please use the name G dash name. For example, G dash John. Next, please turn on your camera. Make sure that your face is within the video frame. And keep your microphone on mute. Please mute your microphone whenever you are not speaking. When it is your turn to speak, just remember to unmute your microphone. And lastly, please be fully present and have fun. Pay attention and participate actively. Use the chat box to leave any feedback or encouragements to the speakers. And now on to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Ishiraki. Oh, excuse me. Okay, on to our president, club president, Toastmaster Alvin.
Okay, welcome to SCBD Toastmasters. Get a round of applause for yourself. Thank you so much for coming to SCBD Toastmasters, and welcome, and hopefully you can enjoy tonight's session. Okay, let me open the screen. Okay, welcome to SCBD Toastmasters Club, and a place where you can become a better you by striving for progress. Next, please. And Toastmaster is around the world, more than 300,000 members, and more than 149 countries, and more than 15,800 clubs around the world. This is a place for us not only to learn about public speaking, but also leadership. Toastmaster was born in 1924. So we are about 100 in 1 year, yeah? So, okay, next. So about SCBD, we are a community that aspires to provide three values. First is equal opportunity for member self-development, and safe place to learn public speaking and leadership. And the last is networking opportunities for everyone. So first, we will have a same chance for everyone to learn. And because of that, you can learn about public speaking and leadership. And the impact of the first two is you can expand your networking through the learning process. Next. And in Toastmasters, there are 11 paths you can learn. Feels like a college. You go to college, you want to study medical or engineering. It will be up to you based on your need or your passion. So here there are 11 pathways. First is start from dynamic leadership, engaging humor, presentation mastery, and so on and so forth. So based on what challenge in your real life you want to solve. For example, I was lack of leadership. I was so undecisive. I cannot decide where to eat at lunch. I always say whatever, whatever, whatever. And at the end of the day, I find myself struggling that I don't like the lunch at all. So next, our meetings is every Friday. Last week in Ramadan, we conduct in Saturday. Now back in Friday again, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Woo! We conduct every week. So first and the last week of the month, we conduct this hybrid. And in the middle, we do online. And sometimes if the demand is high, we can conduct another hybrid also in the middle of the month. And next, well, is that enough? No. Next, so fixed mindset versus growing mindset. right? If you're learning, you want to grow every time. You don't want to stay on the same place for every time. No, not no, no matter if you are in the beginning or you're already very senior, you want to be grow. So this is the place you can visit. We have Toastmaster Paramita from AAA every Monday. We have distinguished Toastmaster Harlina every Saturday in Jabat. And we have Toastmaster Wilson from Maths every Tuesday. Thank you for coming. And yeah, just come to Toastmaster every time you can, because maybe one time you do a pretty good table topic session and you're afraid to try again because you're already good, you're afraid to lose. But that's not a growing mindset. Growing mindset is try again, find yourself, make mistake, that's okay. A mistake in public speaking, especially in Toastmaster, will not kill you. You just learn over and over. The next, so we have oral tackle challenge in SCBD Toastmasters. Next. So for the non-exco, we will reward those who take most role, 500,000 for the first place, 300,000 second place, and 200,000 for the third place. Wow! So money, money, money. And how about if you are visiting Toastmaster or your exco? We're still rewarding you 250,000 for the first place, 150 for second place, and 100,000 for the third place. So the key is enjoy now and reach then. So that's all for our introduction. So just visit our Instagram or our YouTube channel so you can watch your face again. So with that, I will call our Toastmaster of the meeting, our Sergeant at Arms as well, Toastmaster Ishraki Siregar. Over to you. Woo!
Yay! Happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters. Welcome to SCBD Toastmasters meeting in, what is it to say? Intimate version, I guess, because between Tom and then the audience is so close. And yeah, our theme for tonight is think faster, sound clever. Maybe some of you just know about the, what is it? The books, Think Slowly and Think Faster. Now SCBD have a Think Faster, Sound Clever. And it's about the education session for tonight, special for you guys. Will be conducted by Toastmaster Genison Wibawa, a public speaker trainer. Wow, awesome. Why do you want to join Toastmasters when you are a public speaker trainer? That's the question. All right, and I just want to tell you, yeah, grow mindset again, grow mindset, and then yeah, our WOD is persistent. Talking about persistent, several months ago until now, I just watched Indonesian Idol. Maybe some of you watch or not, I don't know, but there's a example of the persistent. One of the contestant is just pursuing her dream since 2030. Sorry, yeah, 2010, and she needs 30 years to make her dream come true. And yeah, that's kind of the persistent. All right. Is there any WOD? I just got one, two persistent. Is there any other? Oh. All right. So it's okay. Didn't count. And yeah, because tonight is education session, we don't have prepared speech session, we don't have double topic session, we don't have evaluation. Tonight is special for Toastmaster Genison Wibawa to share about public speaking to us. So before we move to the Toastmaster Genison, I will move to our general evaluator. For tonight, our general evaluator is Toastmaster Adrian. Toastmaster Adrian, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raki. What a great opening. So my name is Adrian. I serve as general evaluator for tonight. So my role is to evaluate the meetings, how it goes until how it ends, and take notes for our next evaluation because we love the enjoyable session of meeting Toastmaster, learning public speaking together, right? And then I'm not alone. So for tonight's session, my team is only timer, right? Okay. So we have two timers here. The first one would be Toastmaster Donna. Yeah, Toastmaster Donna for offline. So you can introduce yourself and the role to timer.
Thank you, General Evaluator. My name is Donna, and I will serve as your offline timer tonight. I am here with two very nice fans. The very first one I will raise up for Mr. Genison at minute 40. The second one is yellow, which I will raise at 60 minutes. The third one I will raise is red at 80 minutes, and at 90 minutes, I will raise this unique black fan, which will mean that he is overtime. With that, back to you, Toastmaster Adrian.
Thank you, Toastmaster Donna. And we also have one more role for tonight. Toastmaster Yvonne, are you there?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, everyone. Happy morning. I'm the online timer. Tonight, I will time the education session. So our timer, Jonathan, he will give us a speech from the 40 minutes to 80 minutes. So I will show my green flag at 40, yellow at 60, and the red at 80 minutes. And I will also time the general evaluation. The evaluator will give us the 3 to 5 minutes evaluation. Then I will give the green card at 3 minutes, yellow at 4, and red at 5 minutes. Thank you. Back to our GE. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yvonne. So we have met all of part of GE team. So now I'm going to hand this over to Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Raki.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Adrian, for introducing your team and then your role. Thank you so much. Good luck for the general evaluator and also the team. And yeah, the time is come. Our next speaker is a Toastmaster and a trainer. He is Toastmaster Genison Wibawa. He works with executives and entrepreneurs in tech industry to help them achieve peak performance in their personal lives and business. So, without any further ado, please welcome Toastmaster Genison.
Okay. Yeah, Alvin, if you're wondering why I'm still Toastmasters, even though I'm a trainer, yeah, growth mindset, right? And other than growth mindset, I find it really accomplishing. No, I feel a sense of pride and accomplishment when I pass on the knowledge that I've gotten from other trainers, from my mentors, and from my years in Toastmasters. And yeah, this is one such workshop, especially for you. And now, for the past 6 years, I've been working with executives, speakers, and Toastmasters, especially in the tech industry. I help them to find their voice on the stage so that they can persuade anyone on anything. Especially in the tech industry, many people don't know how to talk. Sorry, but yeah, that's the nature when you meet a lot of tech people. Yeah, I'm here to help them because it's my passion. So, what changed? But one thing I noticed is that among these people that I've come across, either is it my mentors or my students, is that they have one thing in common that they have, whether it be an executive in the tech industry or whether it be a mentor that I paid $1,000 per hour to teach me their stuff is that they know how to say anything and sound clever while doing it, even though they are on the spot, even though they are under pressure, even though they never prepared anything. You ever seen an executive mumble on the spot? You ever seen an executive turn down an invitation to give a keynote? Of course not, because they know how to think fast and sound clever while doing it. But not just sound clever, they're actually clever. But yes, this is a step, right? Fake it till we make it. So now we learn how to think faster and sound clever. But first, when do we actually need to think fast and sound clever? In what situations do we need to think fast and sound clever? So yes, please. Paramita, yes.
Hello. I think we need to think fast and sound clever in a situation when we have emergency. For example, earlier I went to FX and I had an accident here, a small one. I bumped my head when I was looking at some clothes in Executive. Actually, they were doing some kind of renovation or something, but they did not think about the safety of the customer. So at that time, I had to think fast, which is where could I get help? And then I asked people around me who were shopping, and then I need to sound clever too. Why? Because if I don't sound clever, I'm not communicating my problems with the others. The others will not understand how they can help me. And also, the others need to sound clever too. So one of the customers said, you need to go to Century downstairs so you can get some medicine and help. I think that's the most important thing in emergency situation. You have to think fast and you need to sound clever so people get you. Thank you.
Thank you, Paramita. Exactly. In emergency situations, when the situation calls for it, we need to think fast. What else? Maybe in the Toastmasters context that we are familiar with? Table topics, right? Yeah, of course. Just say it. I mean, just shout it out. Just shout it out. This is not please just shout it out. And those of you online, please just unmute yourself and raise your voice if you want to answer my questions. And yeah, table topics. But is it just table topics? Alvin?
Yeah, if you are an exco or the committee of the meeting and something sudden happen, for example, there is a sudden change in the agenda, the table topic master is not coming. So what will you do? You have to think fast. Do you want to postpone it, or you can do a game? You have to make decision on the fly.
Exactly. Thank you, Toastmasters Alvin. And someone online, is there anyone in the chat online? Is there anyone in the chat online asking, answering the question? Yeah, but if you're online, please type it in chat. Or if someone wants to raise their voice. Is there a...
We have someone raise hand. Catherine.
Yeah, please. Please raise your voice, Catherine, and speak up.
Hi. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, when you want to think fast is when in the, like, when I have a car accident, I accidentally bump into someone else's car. So you must think fast and sound clever. And I talk calmly to the wife of the driver, so she won't get angry with me, even though their car is broken because of my careless mistake. So I must sound clever to calm down the wife and the husband so they will get back to their hometown safe with uh the remuneration of to repair of their car. Sorry, my English is not as as lancar as before because I didn't practice enough.
No, your English is perfectly fine, Catherine. And thank you for your answer.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, these are all situations where we didn't sign up for. We didn't sign up to get in a car accident. We didn't sign up to be bumped in the head. We didn't sign up to be in the table topics, usually. But yeah, this is something. These are situations where the moments are quick, but the stakes are high. And there are many kind of these situations in our daily lives, as you have all pointed out. And that's why we need to think fast and sound clever in these situations. Now, why? Why? Like, we know the situations, but why do we need to think fast and sound clever? Well, thankfully, you've all answered this for yourselves in the previous question. Why? Yeah, to impress your relatives, to impress your relatives, to not offend someone you hit. Or is anyone here in sales? Is anyone here in sales? Okay, if you're in sales, yeah, you need to be able to know what to say and so clever so you can close the deal. Or like Rocky, if you want to get a date, you need to think fast and sound clever to get the date. This can change your life, and a good deal or a good portfolio that got accepted can change the course of your life. And that's why this is important, because the moments are short and quick, but the stakes are high. Now, what is the barrier of entry? Or what is blocking us from being able to master this skill? Like, well, if you are in an interview or if you are about to go table topic, what is actually stopping you from going for that table topic? Anxiety. Of course, it's anxiety. And these are different from person to person. So I'll need to write this down. Ishraki says anxiety and anxiety. Anxiety. Anyone online? Please type it in chat or raise your voice. What else is stopping you from going on table topic? You perfectionist. You're afraid to be judged. Perfectionist. You know that when you go to a table topic, you will not be completely happy with what you say, so you end up not going at all. Anyone else? What is stopping you? No idea. Yeah. And this is no idea. Yeah. Okay. Second vote for no idea. Afraid. Yeah. Fear. Yeah. You're afraid to be judged, right? It's fear of public speaking is the most feared thing in the world. Yeah. Low confidence. And I think I ran out of board because my hand drawing is so nice. Not mastering the top. Yeah. You worry that when you go out and then you don't know anything about baking, but the question is about baking. What are you going to talk about? Yeah. Of course. Yeah, you can talk about toast because baking is toast. Yeah. Yes. These are the things that we need to go through to be able to think fast and sound clever. And these are from you, because everyone's case is different. What we need to overcome to be that person is all of us are different. And these are from you. And thank you. And can we congratulate us for participating, please? And yeah. Okay. If you want to overcome this, then you are in the right place. Because I think apart from, no, actually everything I will cover in this session. And yeah, you are in the right place, because in this session, you will get 3 most common mistakes that people make when speaking under pressure. Under pressure is not just table topics. Under pressure can be in an accident. Under pressure can be when you are talking, but you are very anxious. When you're talking to someone for the first time, I observe that people make these 3 mistakes very commonly. And next is 3 essential skills that you need to be able to think faster and sound clever. And this will change everything. And then I will give you 3 simple structures to be able to apply and master this right away in this session. With that, I got taken back to my classroom, where the first thing I remember, one of the first things I remember was I was a very loud kid. I was very loud. I was very noisy. I move around a lot. I click my hand. And one day when I was heckling the teacher, haha, that's so funny, teacher. And the teacher suddenly said, hey, sit down, shut up, listen. Or in bahasa, duduk, dengerin. Yeah. In my primary school, secondary school, I have been always told that being loud is weakness. But then, yeah, something changed when I met this guy, which is my mentor, and he somehow swept the district of Singapore. Like, there are 3 competitions in Toastmasters: table topics, evaluation, and international contest, and he won all of 3. And then, yeah, why can't I be like him? And once I put myself on the stage, I figured out that my weakness of being loud is actually my strength in my stage. I turned my weakness into my strength just by changing my environment. And people were praising me for it. And I'm glad that I did, because I get to meet a lot of different people online, offline, in Singapore, Jakarta, you name it. And now I'm really happy doing it. But with that, I have some peak performance principles that I've picked up. Is that first, your participation is essential. And yeah, you've already proven it. You've already participated very well, and online too. So please continue doing this for us to have an amazing session. And this is a safe space. So please, if, for example, someone messes up, don't go there tomorrow. Hey, Alvin yesterday told a bad joke and no one laughed. Okay, please don't botcher, okay? Okay, VPPR, don't post the bad jokes on Instagram, okay? Can we have your consent? Okay, VPPR? Yeah, okay. And please ask questions. This is an interactive space. And as you see, I'm down from the stage because I want to interact with everyone and everyone online too. So please ask questions anytime. And my assistant, Alvin, the president is my assistant. My assistant, Alvin, will read your questions to me. And finally, the most important one, as usual, have fun. As the CEO of Nintendo says,
if it's not fun, why bother?
If it's not fun, why bother? It's one of my philosophies I live up to. So let's make this fun. All right, let's start with the 3 most common mistakes people make when under pressure. So I'm sure you know these 3 mistakes already from the top of your head. How? How do I know? Just think of the worst coworker you have right now. How do they talk usually? Usually these 3 mistakes exist in the way they talk already. Let me elaborate. The first mistake is usually, can anyone guess from this image? It's Mr. Krabs. Exactly. Thank you, Alvin. Can we give a round of applause for Alvin? Yeah, Mr. Krabs. They have no connection. They only talk about, it's all about me. Me. It's my story. I did this. I did 5 years in tech and then 4 years in psychology, but then I don't like both and then blah, blah, blah. If all you say is about yourself, how can you make people interested in you? Because let me tell you something, there is 100% chance that 100% of your lifetime you've lived inside your head. So chances are when you are panicked, when you're under pressure, the first thing you will think of is your experiences. And you forget about what these experiences matter to someone else. What is the value you can give to someone else? You forget to do this when you are under pressure, most times. So this is the first common mistake that I see, that I'm sure that bad coworker of yours also does. Okay, do you know this person? Is it you? It's okay. I still love all of you the way you are if you say it's you. Okay. Okay. 1 point for Alvin, my assistant. That's the first mistake. And the second mistake will be illustrated by this video.
This is a square. Can you guess which spot that goes in?
The square.
That's right. It goes in the square hole.
Yes. Okay.
And how about this rectangle? That one
Also the square.
that goes in there too.
Yeah.
Up next, we've got this thin rectangle.
The thin
Can you
rectangle.
guess where that goes?
The thin rectangle.
That's right. It goes in the square hole. And up next, a cylinder.
The circle.
I think that goes in
The circle.
the square hole. Now, we've also got this semicircle right here. Do you see a slot that would fit
The semicircle.
semicircle?
The semicircle.
That's right. It's the square hole. Okay. Up next, the triangle. We know what hole that goes
The
into,
triangle.
right?
Triangle.
That's right. The square hole. And up next, we have the arch.
The arch. The
And
arch.
you guessed it.
The arch.
It goes in the square hole.
All right. How do you feel after watching this clip? Do you feel unsettled? It's like something, I want to punch this. Like, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Israki says, can I burn your home? Exactly. This is how other people would feel if you make the second mistake, which is if you are not coherent. If you have no coherence. Have you ever met someone that talks so much in table topic, talks so much in prepared speech, but at the end you don't know what he said or whether he answered the question at all? This is the second mistake. It's when you have no coherence. Say too much information, too many points, don't answer the question at all. Want me to demonstrate? For example, if my topic is dogs, okay? And then I talk about, okay, my dogs love treats. And when I give my dog treats, my dog is happy. But when I give my dog treats, I am not happy because I cannot talk to my dog. But actually, I want to talk to my dad. But when I talk to my dad doesn't listen. And when I talk to my dog doesn't talk. Okay? Does that make sense? Did I manage to talk about dog, which is the topic, right? The topic is about dogs. Did I talk about dogs? I sort of talked about dogs, right? But did I answer the question of telling a story about dogs? No, right? I was just blabbering whatever came out in my mind with no coherence at all. This is the second mistake. And if you combine 1 and 2, you can already make a pretty miserable experience talking to someone. But when you add the third point, the third mistake that a lot of Singaporeans and Indonesians make, Asian cultures fall into this a lot, which is, any guesses before? No, that's another C. Sort of. Okay. Okay. Okay, but for those online, please just, you may raise your voice or type it in chat and Alvin will share. But we're gonna watch this video. No. No, it's like the video stopped just before he goes into 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. No conclusion. Thanks, Donna. Yeah. Okay, so I guess the picture was too small for us to see. Exactly. No conclusion. So many people forgot that the conclusion is often the most remembered and the most important part of the speech. How many times have we had a 2-minute table topic and we spent 2 minutes prefacing our topic and 30 seconds explaining and 0 seconds? Okay, that's it. Back to you. Or how many times have we had a 1-hour talk with a client where, 1 hour went nowhere because we don't know where we are going with this 1 hour. And that's the mistake, is when you don't conclude, you leave the audience hanging. It's okay, we have new guests in our physical. Let's just continue. And you can make them sometimes even angry if you don't conclude. Or this is a very important part, but forgotten. And welcome our new guest. Please take a seat. We are just going through the mistakes people make when under pressure. When you don't conclude, people are angry. And there's a story about does anyone know about the story about the ping pong balls? Story about ping pong balls. Anyone know the story of the ping pong balls? Okay, so Mark Zuckerberg has a son. Someone has let's say that the billionaire named Mark Zuckerberg has a son, and his son on his birthday he says, "Dad, please give me a ping pong ball for my birthday." And then Mark Zuckerberg gives him a ping pong ball, and then it disappeared the next day. The next year on his second birthday, the son says, "Dad, please give me a box of ping pong ball." And then Mark Zuckerberg gives it. And then the next day, the ping pong ball disappeared again. The next year, the son asked for 1 truck of ping pong balls. What happened? The next day, the ping pong balls disappeared. But on his 24th birthday, the son asked, "Dad, can I have 1 oil tanker of ping pong balls?" Mark Zuckerberg gave him the ping pong balls, and when they were going there, the son got into an accident. And then Mark Zuckerberg asked the son, "Son, please, before you die, tell me, why do you keep asking for ping pong balls?" The son, "Dad, actually, I want ping pong balls because if you give a good story, if you give a good preface, if you deliver it well, but you don't conclude, you make people want to punch you, right?" Please, okay, please don't punch me for this. Yeah, that's an explanation. That's why it's important to conclude. And Usually this story goes way longer, by the way. Usually there's an oil tanker, there's a city, there's a planet, it goes even weirder. It can go for like 40 minutes. And if you heard a 40-minute story and there's no conclusion there, people will be even angrier. And yes, I want you to hold this anger in your heart to remember how angry you can be when someone doesn't conclude a story they gave. So next time when you give a story, please give a good conclusion. And I will tell you exactly how later. So that's the 3 most common mistakes people make when giving speeches under pressure. Before we go to the next one, let's recap. The 3 common mistakes is no connection. You talk about yourself, Mr. Krabs, right? You have no coherence. You talk about everything or you talk about nothing and you don't answer the question at all. And the 3rd most common mistake is not concluding and leaving our audience angry. Okay. Now, as everyone is here in the Toastmasters, and this is Sudirman, I'm sure everyone knows about business and everyone knows about SWOT analysis, right? SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis. In SWOT analysis, your competitors' weaknesses is your opportunities, or if you cultivate it, it becomes your strength. And this is exactly what we have here. If your coworkers are making these 3 mistakes, you see this as an opportunity. If you can be someone that makes a connection with your audience or with your clients or with your boss, you can ask them for a raise easier. If you can be coherent in your presentations, you can definitely be more visible in the workplace. If you can conclude better, you can definitely close more deals. And that's why we can turn these 3 mistakes that other people make into 3 competitive advantages for us. And that's how we can think fast and sound clever with these 3 things. All right, so let's go back to the first thing in our list, which is if people makes no connection at all, if other people around you doesn't know how to make a connection or a good connection, how can you leverage this? How can you make this our advantage? Anyone online? Anyone online? Anyone here? How can we make it an advantage if everyone around us doesn't know how to make a connection? How could we make it our advantage if most people don't know how to make a connection? Okay. Yes, exactly. We just make a connection. We learn how to make a connection. And there's a step for this. I call this linking ideas or making connections. The ultimate goal is to make connections, but the step is learning how to link ideas. So this is a big picture of a banana. Okay? What ideas comes into your mind? What thing comes in your mind when you see a banana? Sweet? Monkey? Online, please participate too. So sweet. Sweet. Banana is sweet, right? Monkey. Monkey. Vitamin. Vitamin. Yellow. Healthy. I miss. Yeah. Big. Wow. Okay. Yeah. That banana is pretty big. That banana is pretty big. Let's say slippery. All right. The banana peel is slippery. Yes. Slippery. Delicious. Delicious. Okay. Cake. Cake. Banana cake. What else? We can do Can we do 10 more? 3. Can we do 20 more? Yeah. But, oh my God. Thanks, Alvin. Thanks, Alvin. You see? You see how many connections you can make from a simple banana? You see how many things you can talk about? You don't have just to talk about it's delicious. You can talk about it being slippery, or how the color is yellow and yellow reminds you of something. This is the skill of linking. You know, when politicians, whatever topic they give, they can link back to their what they want to say. Exactly. This is what they always do. Or do you know that champion table topic speakers, whatever topic they give, they always end up with love, family, regret, or something else? Because they are good at linking things with emotions. Why I chose banana is because one of the table topics champion that I witnessed got a topic about banana, and he talked about banana boat and how he broke up with his girlfriend in the banana boat. And he won. Yeah, like this is the skill of linking. If you can talk about something that pulls on the heartstrings from anything, you can sell anything, you can talk about anything flawlessly. Yes.
To take advantage when somebody is talking about themselves when they don't have connections with us. So what we need to do is to link their ideas. Is that what you're saying? So could you please give us a concrete example? For example, if we are in a meeting and somebody is talking for half hour about his experience from the past, his working experience, how do we link to himself so we can make sure that everyone in the room could get advantage from his conversation?
Okay. Thank you for your question, by the way. It's a very beautiful question and very specific. I like it. And please give a round of applause. Yeah. And in that situation, I'd say this is not for him. If he made a mistake of talking about himself, then let him be himself. Just make sure that when it comes to your turn, you remember to not only talk about yourself by connecting. So for example, what do you work as? Oh, do you sell anything? Or okay, you're selling a book. If your competitor is selling a book by talking about, I don't know, the cover is good, the story is good, and then you can talk about why the story matters to you. If the story is about banana, you can talk about how this banana reminds me of this and how it changed you. So please buy this banana. So it's not about helping him become a better self. It's about leveraging that other people don't know how to do this to become better in your own selling. Does that make sense?
This person says, for example, that, okay, I've been working all my life in HR, and I work in this country. I've been working in 200 countries. I'm not talking about that things, yeah, but sometimes this person can go on and on and on. And then I want to change from his story into one of our stories. Not selling my book, but how could we change the topic from his story to your story, to her story?
Okay.
It's okay, but to anyone else's story, because anyone can have turn in telling stories. in the structure Toastmasters meeting, it's easier because everybody has 2 to 3 minutes. But what about in other meetings or gatherings?
Okay, Paramita, thanks for clarifying the question. Thank you. Thanks for clarifying the question. But that is not, I will stash that question for later. We can talk about it later because that is more into conversational skills and social skills. That is not how we think faster and sound clever. That is not the topic of our meeting. It's more about conversational skills, right? How you were asking, how can we direct a conversation to something we want to talk about rather than something that someone is blabbering for 30 minutes. Is that correct?
Okay. Just say that actually one of the disrupting is like asking questions. For example, I think I just got the answer. If this person keeps talking about himself for 30 minutes, I could probably go like that. Wow, you are a very amazing person. Your experience is wonderful. So how could I benefit from this conversation? I mean, what do I need to do so I can be at least like you? Can I do that to link to this person?
Yeah, that is on a very tangent. Again, I believe that's on a social skills and social engineering, not about table topics or speaking impromptu. So thank you for your question. We're gonna move on with some practices of linking ideas. So linking ideas is about, no. We're talking about how we can talk fast and sound clever when the situation calls for it. Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh, I get it. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, that's a very social engineering, which is I actually really like, but yeah, it's too far from this. So let's move on, which again, linking ideas. If we can link ideas, we can talk about what we want and we can connect to other people's emotions and connect with them, whatever topic we get. So yeah. Now the question is how to connect. How can we practice this? Which is stories, vulnerabilities, like my story that I told you just now of my weakness of being loud that actually turned out to be a strength. Yeah, actually vulnerabilities holds a lot of connection. But now let's practice. Let's practice. How can we link love and banana? I love banana, that's one. Okay, no, just throw it out. How can we link the emotion of love with the object of banana? Mm-hmm. Yeah, just say it.
My father is a man who loves to buy fruits. And one of his favorite fruits was banana because apparently it grows all season and he always brings a lot back every 1 or 2 days. So every time I see bananas, I immediately think of my father because whenever I see my father at home, beside him, there will always be bananas.
Exactly. Can we give a round of applause to, Wilson? Yeah, exactly. That's a very good example of connecting an emotion with an object or with a topic, with any topic. So let's go another example or another exercise. How can you link frustration with holiday? Anyone? Just shout it out. Just shout it out. Don't need to. Frustration and holiday, Ishraki. No. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Okay. The topic is holiday, right?
Yeah.
And then the emotion is frustration. All right. The last it is the pace of my frustration, because so many relatives in my grandmother and grandfather house just ask me, Rocky, when you get married?
Yeah.
And then I just replied, maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. But because maybe if so, yeah. At the first time I just said maybe yes, maybe no, and then the and on the next I just said like, if you want to be my sponsor, I will get married tomorrow. I think that's all.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Raki. Exactly. But as you may notice that if you get the topic of holiday, your emotion can be anything you choose. You can link holiday. If your topic is about holiday, you can link it with love. You can link it with, it doesn't have to be frustration. I chose frustration for exercise sake. Let's move on. Success and bed. How would you link success and bed? How would you link success and bed? Anyone online would like to try? Please just raise your voice. Donat. Yeah. Ravi.
Yeah, sure. I would link it by saying that if I had a successful day, I'll find it easy to go to bed. If it was an unsuccessful day, I'll be just lying thinking what went wrong. So for me, successful day means lovely going to the bed.
Yeah, exactly. And Ravi, thank you. Thank you, Ravi. And yeah, you can link, if you know how to link any object with any emotion with your personal experiences, you can be someone that sounds clever because they know you look like you know what you're talking about, because you always have good stories to tell. You always have something to relate to. And yeah, this skill applies to anything. What is your topic? What is the message? If your message is that one kindness can change the world, I can take that chair and give my message that one kindness can change the world. Maybe it's a made up story, but yeah, if I want something that I really know, I'll prepare it beforehand. But in a table topic, it's kind of different. Yeah, so that's the first advantage is you have is if you can link your ideas to your any emotions. And in sales, if you're selling insurance, you don't just go, okay, insurance good payout, money high. You go, what if one day something, and then something. Right? You always connect your message to an emotion. You connect the insurance to, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is linking. Question. Yeah, please. Wilson.
Okay, so you mentioned that talking about yourself is one of the common mistakes people make if they want to impress people. And at the same time, you say that linking ideas is the way to combat that. However, speaking strictly about speeches, I believe that it is a common knowledge to make a story that revolves around yourself in order to make it more personal. So I find it curious, how do you draw the boundaries between talking about yourself and link the idea so that the people who listen to you can get interested and engaged?
Exactly, Wilson. Can we give a round of applause for Wilson for that? This is something I struggled about until 2 years ago, where I learned that in a good prepared speech, in a world championship level speech, I learned this from a world champion himself. I paid a lot of money for this. In a world championship level speech, you need to look at every line in your script and ask, what does this do for the audience? what does the audience get from this line? If the audience doesn't get anything, scrap it. If you look at the World Championship speakers, Dhananjaya, Katani, Presian, all of their lines have something to do with the audience, whether it be to explain something, whether it be to connect with them, or whether it be to repeat something so that they can connect deeper. All of that have a purpose. So when the purpose of something is to just tell a joke, scrap it. If the purpose of it is to just preface everything of something the audience doesn't need to know, scrap it. But if it's about the audience needs to know this because there will be a payoff later, keep it. Because that's how you create a speech based on the audience. And this is where linking ideas comes in, because a speech that focuses on the audience always tries to connect with the audience using this technique. Usually it's linking your message. What is it, your message? Whether a kindness can change the world, whether financial freedom is good for you, or insurance is good. Yeah, thanks, Wilson. And yeah, that's very deep question and very deep answer. But yeah, I'm happy.
I've been a Toastmasters for more than 10 years, and I'm from AAA, the only advanced club in Jakarta. And I'm a friend of Yogesh, if you know that. He's been winning all the champions. And I think both communications for public speakers and also for counseling or coaching or consulting is the emotional connection. So Yogesh speeches are always good because he's really good in connecting with the audience emotionally. And all other speakers, not just Yogesh, if you watch the speech contest, they all touch our feelings. They all have shared personal stories that are making us crying, making us laughing. All these stories are not just structured correctly. They're not just about technical information, but the winning speeches are about emotional appeals. And as a consultant, as a counselor, I also get paid for listening. So 1 hour listening, I don't have to say anything, but if we can connect emotionally to the audience or to our clients, that's a winning consulting. I think emotion is what makes us human.
Yeah.
So that's important, I think.
Okay, thank you, Paramita, for reinforcing the idea that linking ideas to your audience, to the emotions of your audience is important. All right. After preparation, I think we have to move on to a good storytelling should contain inspiration for the audience. Agreed. Inspirations, something to move, a call to action for them to do. Yeah, a good story is not just, I went to the beach, I was very happy. I went to the beach, I was very happy. I was reminded of this. Do you remember a time when something happens? Yeah. Okay, let's move on. We spent too much time on this. Second is no coherence. How can you battle no coherence? Is to begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind is one of the simplest ones to learn, actually. May we have a volunteer? Alvin, please. Can you volunteer? Come to the stage. Okay. I'll give you a topic, a simple topic, which is, what is your strength? What is your greatest strength? Okay, stop. Have you thought about how you were gonna end your speech?
Not yet.
You said your first word, right?
Yes.
You said your first word already? Okay, have you thought about how you're gonna end your speech? Okay, I give you 15 seconds to think about it. Okay?
Okay.
Keep it simple and quick. Let's go.
My most strength is competitive. I love winning. I hate losing. That makes me love being table topic, or I'm badminton player. badminton player. Why I love playing badminton, because I just want to beat everybody.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
but what about it
how you
about
gonna-
competitive? That's just about life. We are competing against life, against others, against your grandmother that asking when you will get married.
Yeah.
That is the competitive things in life you will meet. So if you have competitive spirit in yourself, you will beat every problem or challenge in your real life, because life is about challenge. Life is about solving your problem. And I encourage you to have competitive as well in yourself, because that is one way to have more peaceful life.
Okay.
Thank you.
And fist bump. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's exactly how you practice to be more coherent. When you are saying something, after you say the first word, like how I stopped Alvin just now, he said his first word and then I stopped him. Have you thought about how you're gonna end your speech? Okay, so just, and then your speech turned out way better than you thought it would, right? Yeah, right. Because you already have your end in mind. So this is how all of you can practice to be more coherent, to get the second competitive advantage. When you want to speak impromptu, table topics, presentation, before you utter your first word, think more. Okay, how am I gonna end this? Is my end gonna be a message to the audience about this thing, about bananas? Is my message gonna be how I love bananas? Is my message gonna be bananas are good for the planet, or we should cultivate more bananas? Begin with the end in mind, and you will have a great table topic. And to practice this, stop. Just stop. Just practice. Just practice stopping whenever you want to utter your first word. And yeah, I also had some grueling messages with this. And yeah. All right, let's move on to the third one, which is no conclusion. How can we remedy if we don't know how to conclude? We just use structures that are proven to be useful, that by my mentors, by me, that I still use today, that everyone uses, even the world champion speakers uses. And I'm gonna give, there are actually 7 most commonly used structures in public speaking, but I think we're gonna have time for 3, and I'm gonna gloss over them, and then we're gonna go to practice. But before that, any questions beforehand about online? Any questions? Okay, if you don't have any question, we're gonna move on. All right, let's move on to 3 structures to help us practice becoming the champion table topic speaker. Donna, you need to listen to this. Okay, the first structure is PREP. PREP. How many of you already know PREP? If all of you already know, I'm gonna skip this. Yeah, okay. So some of you didn't raise their hand, so I'm gonna go. So PREP stands for point, reason, explanation, elaboration, example, and then back to point. So somebody throw me a topic. Give me a topic. Give me a table topic question. Cats or dogs? Right. Right. I like cats. I like cats. I like dogs because, no, I like dogs because dogs are kind, and I've firsthand known how having a dog can change my mood. It's not just how I felt, but how I felt about giving compassion to my dog. And yeah, I cannot show you the picture, but yeah, Just by having a dog, I don't go home to an empty home. I go home to a welcoming dog, and yeah, it really warms my heart. And yeah, I feel like I'm successful to go to bed. Yeah, that's a bad joke because someone welcomed me back home. Okay, so that's kind of bad, but the structure is there. This is not the ideal structure to use for comparison. There is actually a separate structure for comparing things, but I did point, reason, explanation, point. My point is I like dogs better. And then because they are more compassionate, and then I give my own example, my own experience, and then that's why I like dogs. All right, let's move on. PREP. And the last point is important because if you don't conclude with the last point, you're gonna end up triggering more people because you don't go to gym. This is a better video actually, because it actually goes to gym. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, this is a better structure for your question, Wilson, because the scales is used for a question where agree, disagree, A or B, apples or oranges. You go through your pro, con, you talk about the pros and cons, and then you conclude. But many people will ask me, is it better to talk about pros, cons, conclude, or pros, cons, conclude? Or some people like to pros, cons, conclude. But yeah, it doesn't work like that. For me, I prefer it to be pro, con, conclude, because you clearly show that I'm talking about dogs first, and then I'm talking about cats, and then I'm summarizing. I like dogs because this, I like cats because this, but dogs also have this, but cats this. How are audience gonna follow? Okay. That's why I prefer pros, cons. So this is best for questions where it's like Wilson, where you need to compare. And if any of you is in sales, this is actually a really useful tactic because you can get people to choose between two things, even though they don't like both of them. For example, if you are on a date and what do you want to eat? What's the usual answer? Anything. I don't know. But when you ask, do you want pizza or KFC? They're gonna choose one of them, right? Most of the time. Yeah. So that's why, yeah, this is a good trick. Do you want to meet next week or next month? Are you available next week or next month to meet? Yeah. Yeah. That's a really good thing to do. Question from the audience. Yeah, I think this is a quite simple that we don't need to give an explanation. And let's move to the last one, which is the dinosaur structure. To use the dinosaur structure, you just need to ask 3 questions. This is similar to my workshop I did last time. Do dinosaurs exist today? No? Oh, okay. But for simplicity's sake, let's say they don't, okay. Was there a time where dinosaurs existed? Yes, right? And then what changed? What happened? This is the structure. You go from I'm not afraid of public speaking, but I used to. What changed me is that there was a presentation that I aced, and then okay, and then I got confidence in myself. That's why if you have confidence in yourself, you can also be good at public speaking. That's the structure. You go from do dinosaurs exist today? What was there a time where they didn't exist? And what changed? That are these three structures. You can replace dinosaurs with anything, and it will almost certainly work. Just don't replace with the dogs or cats, because you're better off using the scales. All right. Those are the three structures we can use to give a good impromptu speech anytime. And these three structures are not bertele-tele. These are proven structures that I still use, my mentors use, world champions use. And now, last part is
the second tips that you told us about scale. I use this a lot with my son, because sometimes children, I have a son, but sometimes children cannot decide. So you have to give them choices. So this works, because even the choices are bad, they will still choose one.
Do you want the broccoli or the carrot? They will choose one of them, right? Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please give a round of applause. Okay. Now let's give to the last one. How can we start mastering? Of course, through practice. And that's why we've prepared our seats to be like this to start practicing. Yeah, this is summary of what we've done. And now I want us to practice using our structures and what we just learned. For those of you online, we will split all of you into breakout rooms of 2, so you will all have a partner. If you really don't want to speak or cannot speak, please type it in the chat right now that you don't want to be part of the discussion, and we will exclude you. Yeah, but for those physical, we'll just have a peer-to-peer activity, and those online also same, but you will be in breakout rooms. And the breakout rooms, I will give your topic, and we will all practice. But actually, yeah, there's a fourth mistake and a fourth competitive advantage that I don't have time to gloss over, but I can gloss over it, is that no consideration. You can talk whatever you want if it's inappropriate. People say inappropriate things all the time, right? Even though they sound clever. But if it's inappropriate, it's a mistake. And the competitive advantage is to leave a good taste. Hey, that's a really nice glasses, man. Yeah, that's leaving a good taste. Just one example, right? Yeah, you gotta leave your audience with a good taste. If not, this is the extra that you can do. All right. So now, let's pair up into AB. If you are physical, look to your left and to your right and find a pair. You can look to your left to your right and find a pair. If you're online, I think Alvin already arranged pairs for you. Again, if you really don't want to participate, please type it in the chat, or yeah, because we are gonna pair you in 2s. Alvin is still working. Yeah. Okay, so first, I'm gonna give you, first we're gonna practice on prep. I'm gonna give you a table topic, and then you're gonna use prep. But if you're pair sharing, okay, so for those physical, look at your partner. Look at your partner. Who's your partner? Who's your partner? Okay, please go to your partners. Introduce yourselves. Okay, introduce yourself. Okay, and okay, yeah. Okay, you look at your partner, and then one of you point at them. Well, one of you in the partner, you point at them. One of you point at them. One of you point. One of you point at them. One of you point at the other. One of you point at the other. Okay, one of you point at the other. One of you point at the other. One of you point at the other. Have Israki, are you pointing? Okay, one of you point at the other and say, you go first. And then you say, I am A. Okay. Okay, so who's A? No, B goes first. Okay, B goes first. Okay, who's A? Who's B? Okay, B goes first, right? Yeah, B goes first. Okay. B goes first. For those of you online, please decide among yourself who goes first, because this pointing exercise is not doable online. All right. The topic is to use PREP. What is your greatest strength? What is your greatest strength? Anyone unclear about what to do once you are in the table topic? The timing is 1 minute. The timing is 1 minute for each, so it's 2 minutes total. What is your greatest strength? Anyone unclear online? Anyone unclear online? Explanation point. I will read that the point is usually your stand. My greatest strength is I am strong. My reason is that I work out a lot. And your example is usually the story. It's usually a story of how you work out, something like that. Okay, Arvin, is it ready? All right. Okay, so for those of you online, bye-bye. And we will start the physical one in, let me time it, in 3. The topic is, what is your greatest strength? And now. In my queue, it goes not time. All right. For those physical, switch. For those physical, switch. For those physical, switch. Please switch. Oh, you already switched. Okay, then you are really quick. Great. Yeah. I actually, in purpose, I say 1 minute, but I give 2 minutes. So yeah. Leeway lah. Great, great.
We're not even finished.
We ought to break.
Are we still in the breakout room?
No, I'm out from the big breakout school.
Yeah, so do I. Ah, main room. Okay.
In the main room now.
Ah, I see. Because
Okay.
okay, so I think all of them in the main room are mute eyes.
Good sense.
But
Who listen? Did your partner make it? How many of you
What?
think that your partner is really interesting? Of course, yeah, okay. How many of you think that your partner is not interesting?
Good speech, Z.
We're not even started. We're in the middle and suddenly go back into the main room. We haven't had a chance.
That was a lot of. Okay, let's move on. How many of you want to raise their hand no matter what I say? Okay. All right. Okay, your partner makes sense, right? Your partner makes
I
good sense.
think
and
the connection is not good.
structured. And if only our colleagues could all talk like this. All right, so that's the first structure. Point, reason, example, point. The example can be your story, and this is used to tell a story about something. And the second structure, which is the scales, I cannot change. Okay, the scales. Oh, yeah. All right, the scales is best used when you need to agree or disagree. You need to support one view. You talk about pro, con, pro, con, pro, con, pro, con, pro, con, con. And yeah. No, the topic is different. I'll give you a topic. What's the best topic? Okay. Oh. The topic is, your topic is apples or oranges. Okay, you don't sound disappointed. Okay, so let's Persija or PSSI. No. Good job, lousy boss, or good boss, lousy job. Good boss, the topic is good boss, lousy job, or good job, lousy boss. All right. Huh? The topic is good boss, lousy job, or good job, lousy boss. Good boss, lousy job. You get the idea. Good boss, lousy job, or good job, lousy boss. Okay? Yes, it's a trade-off. Okay. Which one would you have? I'll give you 5 minutes total. Is that okay? I think that's a good time, right? Yeah? Okay. I'll give you 5 minutes in total. Let's start. Yeah, open. Let me simplify. Bos baik kerjaan susah, atau bos jahat kerjaan gampang. That's the gist, lah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Indo. Good boss, lousy job. Kita ini aja. Jadi di sini gua ambil 2 sampai 3 peserta. 2 sampai 3 peserta ngomong di depan. Pakai ininya gua generate. Gua kasih topik. Thirty seconds left. 30 seconds left. Too deep. Gua kasih lu apple sama ini. 2, 1. Thank you, everyone. We are back, baby. Now face your partner and give them a high five. Hey. Face your partner and give them a high five. You are great. Thank you. Right. How many of you thought your partner is really interesting? Okay, everyone thought their partner is really interesting. Right. There's nothing to be worried about. Yeah, is everyone back? Is it still on countdown? Okay, countdown kan? Yeah, okay. Huh? Okay, everyone is back. Right. I'm sure everyone on physical said that they found their partner really interesting. And I'm sure those of you online have the same case too, that your partner actually has a good story, then they seem human, right? And that's why there's nothing to fear. If you know how to think fast and sound clever, and you know how to link ideas with a good structure, and you know how to conclude, they will see you as a human being, and you will undoubtedly look interesting, and they won't have time to judge you, I would assume, unless you're very judgmental. All right. That is all for me today. We won't have time for another structure, sadly. And that's it for my session. I'll give you a summary. And if you want the slides, please scan this QR code and connect with me to LinkedIn, and I'll give you a Dropbox of this. And yeah. But that's it for my session, but that's not it for this meeting, because we're gonna have a mini table topic, pop-up table topic. So we're gonna have maybe 2 to 3 participants. We only have time for 2 to 3. And Hani already raised her hand. So please welcome Hani on stage to give a table topic. Okay, so before you start, come here, Hani, come, Hani. Okay, so please give me one takeaway you get from the workshop. One takeaway, just one takeaway. One takeaway from the workshop that you remember.
Oh, okay. First, it's very difficult for me to know the table topic, but I got things how to the important in connecting in like link into the audience.
Okay, that's one thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now for this table topic, I want you to just focus on that one thing. I want you to nail this one thing. I want you to nail your connection to the audience. I don't care how long you take to think. I want you to nail this. Because if 1 hour can give you one improvement, you can focus on improving one thing in 1 hour, then I can just repeat this to you tomorrow, and you improve another thing, you improve another thing, and then by the end of the week, you become champion, right? Yeah. So, okay, now you focus on linking the connection to your audience, right? You're going to focus on that. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a topic that is good. For that, let me see. Let me give you a topic. Let me, yeah. If not now, then when? Is it?
If not now, then when?
Easy? Easy? If not now, then when? Okay. Remember. Yeah. Remember. Focus on connecting with the audience. How can you connect with the audience? Okay. Time for me to sit. On the floor. But yeah, Carol. You can start anytime.
Okay. If not now, then when? This is I can see the point that I can learn. If you can imagine, I have want to ask to you, if you have ever imagined that you never took any decision even now. I mean, example, what's in your mind when you want to take a decision, when you want to go here? Does anyone? I mean, because it's raining, so you can still choose. No, okay, it's a good. But can you imagine? Example, I know that today is the rainy, and I try to took a decision and go to here. Now, I know. Example, in the middle when we come to here and the traffic jam and we got the raining. This is the race that we we can get it, and we already taken, right? But the other side, if we don't choose now, the decision now. And so we never know when the next step where we want to get. Example, we took the risk. Oh, okay, I want to go there, and then the raining and the traffic jam. Oh, it's so bad. My mood, it's not. But after we come here, oh, okay, I got the point that we got the insightful from this session. Example, beside of, yeah, there is some of the negative things that we fight for go to the here. So my point is, if you have if you have still time to make a things to do that, just do it. If you never know do from this now, no. So when do you know how the next step? Back to you.
Yeah. Exactly. Honey. Please give a round of applause for Honey again. Yeah. If not now, then when? Yeah, you did it, right? You connected with the audience. You gave a story that every one of us can relate to of not going for it. And yeah, you did well. That's your first. Thank you for taking your first step towards mastering table topic. Okay, so we will have 4 participants. My assistant, aka the president, just noticed me that we will have Wilson, E.T., and Ravi, right? Okay. So please welcome the other. I think we take Wilson first. Yeah? Online first? Okay. Ravi, please have Ravi on stage.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Ravi, okay. My man. Okay. Ravi, what is your one takeaway that you want to apply in this table topic?
The takeaway most applicable for me, of course, there's tons of it, but the one that's most relevant to me is conclusion. And I'll share with the audience here, each and every one of you, why conclusion is important for me. You see, most of the time I speak, and it becomes yellow light already, and I'm still introducing new ideas, new examples, new reasoning. I've learned through your talk this evening, sir, that be mindful. After 1 or 2 examples, time has caught up. So at about the yellow light, you already qualified. Once you pass green, you already qualified. So when you see the amber or yellow light, go for the conclusion. Bang, and get over with it. You've done a beautiful job. So to recap, the one takeaway for me from your brilliant presentation this evening is conclusion. Thank you, and back to you, sir.
Thank you, Ravi. You forgot to say in summary, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what I want to say is, yes, that's very succinct. And those are very nice. And yeah, if you can conclude, you reach the stars, Ravi. Okay. Now, physical, Wilson, is it? Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your one takeaway that you want to apply? This is not your topic.
Yeah, I know. When I heard the phrase begin with the end in mind, it felt so nostalgic because I used to hear that back when I was training for the 7 habits for the highly effective people, right?
Yeah.
And I think when I do table topics, I always seem to focus on the topic, but always forget to conclude it in order to make a strong closing on the statement. So thank you once again, Toastmaster Genison, for reminding me to always begin with the end in mind.
Okay, so again, for this table topic, I want you to just focus on applying that one thing. All right, Wilson, your topic is what makes you smile? What makes you smile? Okay. Begin with the end in mind. Think about it.
I know what you're all thinking. You want to hear my love stories. You may want to know what kind of girl I like because you know that she will always make me smile. But of course, I will not talk about that because I know I will be trapped. So let's just talk about table topics. Back when I was still a guest in my previous club, in the Toastmasters Club, I used to do a lot of table topics. I made use of my privilege as a guest because, you know, practically Toastmasters don't get to be table topic speakers. Only guests do.
Yeah.
So I think in every 10 chances of me taking table topics, I smiled the most when I felt I have made the strong conclusion in my speech. You see, the feeling is like you speak a lot of your expertise. You give your personal examples. But when I ran out of time, I felt disappointed in myself because I didn't get to tie the knot that I was planning to. So when I was able to tie the knot, I was able to make a conclusion. I felt very happy. I smiled to myself. And that is how I became the Division B table topic champion this year.
Yeah.
That'll be all from me. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster Genison.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Wilson. All right. So you had the end in mind when you began, right? You want to say that you won the championship? Exactly. So that's why it sounds so smooth. Yeah. The message is to tie a knot, you know? How to tie a knot. Okay. So well done. You've applied it greatly and I'm proud of you. All right. Let's have our final table topics online, which is ET, right? ET.
Oh. Can you hear me?
ET? Yes, I can hear you. All right, ET. So first, what is your one takeaway from this session?
Okay. Thank you, Jenison.
This is
And
not your
I
topic.
always
Right?
love. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. I really love table topic, but when I joined Toastmaster for the first time, table topic is the thing that I avoided when I was a guest, and the Toastmaster member will always ask me to come to the lecture, and they say that, Elios, you have good smile, you have good body gesture, you can try to use that as your tools when you are doing table topic. But I was too shy, and when I learn about table topic session like this, like your session, I know that there is a key in the referring table topic, like the structure itself. And when I refer table topic, I always take that 30-second pause or break to think what is the structure that I will use and what is the message that I will deliver, and also what is the story that I will use for my table topic question. So yes, sometimes I also forgot to have the conclusion and to focus on the audience side because I'm so excited when I delivered my table topic. So that's all my key tips.
Okay. So for this table topic, I want you to focus on making a conclusion and connecting with the audience, right? That's what your main takeaway. Yeah.
Okay.
So your topic is, do you want easy or hard one?
Hard. Hot one.
I cannot hear ET. What is hard, easy or hard, ET? Hard, okay.
Hot one. I love spicy.
Is stealing to feed a starving child wrong? Is stealing to feed a starving child wrong? ET.
People, raise your hand if you have ever give a charity to a foundation. Please raise your hand. Or you can type on the Zoom chat. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. So imagine if you are in the situation, there is someone in front of you. They are begging, Mister, I haven't eaten for 3 days. Please help me. I need to eat. What would you do? Do you help them or do you ignore them? Well, for me, I was a people that's so selfish and arrogant. I will completely ignore them. Ah, who cares? Government will feed them. I'm not part of the government. I'm just an ordinary children. Oh, not children. A state person. Oh, no. Citizen. So, yes, because the government stated that all people will be fed by the government if they are below the average. So, yes, I have that belief. But now I believe that when we can reach out to them, we can give helping hand to them. The hand on top is better than hand on the bottom. And you will understand this concept that if you can help one person, you can help one family. So my dear friend Toastmasters, if you see me asking for a food, please help me. I'm an orphan also. Man, food. I haven't eaten for 3 days. Please give me some food.
Oh
And you
God.
don't need to donate to the foundation. Back to you, Janison.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Iti, for the amazing conclusion and relating to the audience with your experiences. And I can relate too because I've also been on a diet before, and starving is hard. Okay, so that's it for our mock-up table topics. And I want you to just take one takeaway from this 1 hour workshop and one takeaway and work on it consciously. Practice it consciously. And again, if it only takes 1 hour to be better at one thing or to be conscious or to correct one mistake, you can just repeat this. I can give another session tomorrow if you want about the same thing so you can learn about a different thing. Take one takeaway, apply it in your table topics, go for the next table topic chance you have, apply it consciously, and without a doubt, you will be able to think faster, sound clever, and win the district championship. That's it for me. Thank you. Back to you, Ishraki.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Genison, our public speaking trainer. Thank you so much. Right now, I know why you joined Toastmasters, because you want to spread the virus of public speaking. So thank you so much. But maybe if I want to share my story, why? Because we are talking about table topic. Table topic makes me fall in love with Toastmasters because on my side, table topic is about how we can conclude our thinking faster and looks clever, even though no, especially for me. And I think there is time to give the certificate of appreciation from our Mr. President, Toastmaster Alvin, to Toastmaster Genison. Just take a picture, like the other MC, right? Maybe come closer.
Let's go. We are running for president.
Alvin and Genison for 2024. Yay! Thank you so much. Saya diusir. Okay, let's move on to another session. I will give the control to All right. To the online people, please open your camera and take a picture together. Give your best pose because your face will be forever in our Instagram and also our YouTube. And you can get famous because of that. So please, I will count in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your camera. Open your camera. To guest Susi, guest Putra, Mr. Backup, Ishraki Siregar, please open your camera. All right, second pose in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cheers. All right, thank you so much, online people. Online people, may I hear your voice because it's so silent.
Yay!
Yay! Finally, I can hear your voice. Yeah.
I'm lonely at my office now because all of the surrounding are turned black.
Wow. You are lonely in your office? Just take
Yeah,
care.
it's in the 5th floor. Yeah. So thank you for the session, and I'm really sorry for coming late.
Yes, it's totally okay. We are late because of raining. So let's move on to another session. I will give the control to the Mr. General Evaluator, Toastmaster, and Toastmaster. Who's your name? I forgot. Toastmaster Adrian. All right, my bad.
Yeah, I feel no one remembers my name. Someone? Okay, so for general evaluation for sessions today, the first one, the session is so enjoyable, and the edu speech is so informative, and we can take a lot of point, and we can improve ourselves with the topic that Toastmaster Genison bring. Not quite funny, but it's informative. And the funny one, the only funny one, I think it's only the time Alvin. So the bad jokes not too funny, but I laugh anyway. So when we open the meeting, I see that we welcoming guests so nice, so well, and the equipment, the setup is already set up when the meeting is start, and all of the role takers is come and filled, and they do their job very well. And we start on time, although it's rainy. Yeah, we start on time. Then all of the information that should have informed, like what Toastmaster is, what the role is, and we introduce all of our roles, and yeah, that also done nicely. But I have some improvement for this session. The first one is the mood. I know this is quite hard because this is hybrid setup. We have an offline and online setup, and I think I don't feel like the mood is so brighten up, and I think we can bring up some music, maybe some soft one to elevate the mood to make it more enjoyable for offline guests and online guests. Okay, that's one. And there's another one for, I think it would be great if we can conduct the breakout room smoothly, but yeah, I feel that the breakout room setup is not quite done smoothly. I observed that, but it would be great if we can do that more smoothly. You can bring out your speech more to broader audience, and we can learn a lot from the edu speech today. I think that's all of my taking for today. Thank you for coming, and back to you. What's your name again?
Rocky. All right, thank you so much, Mr. G. Yeah, you just call back my jokes. What is your name? And yeah, I think that's all for our meeting tonight. So thank you so much for all of you who already come on site and then offline people. But the thing that I wanna spill is our last meeting in this month, actually maybe 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks more, right? We will have a pickup line battle. So anyone know about pickup line battle? Do you wanna practice your pickup line? Pickup line battle. Like honey, I think you should go to the jail. Please respond. Why? Well, but the reason is why? Because you just steal my heart, so you just go to the jail. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, maybe you can practice your pickup line battle again. Actually, I just sell my pickup line battle. One pickup line, 10,000 rupiah. All right. Yeah, that's our next hybrid meeting. So be ready with the pickup line battle. That's the project from Toastmaster Dona, our Miss Love. I think that's all. I will give the control back to Mr. President.
Round of applause to Toastmaster Ishraki Siregar. Well, thank you so much for handling the session end to end. And before we close the session, we have a short announcement from Miss Love, Toastmaster Donna. What is it about the pickup line battle? Let's hear more from her.
Hi, everybody. So, as you know that we have just passed the great holiday of Eid, and maybe some of you celebrate other holidays, but you know when you're at your relative's house and they ask you what Raki was asked, hey, where's your boo? I am here to solve my own problem, which is to have a hybrid meeting in the form of a pickup battle. There will be 3 whole rounds in this pickup battle, and there will be one final love warrior. It'll be held, yes, it'll be held right here in the space at the Ministry of Education. So please bring as many lines, as many beautiful, strong, powerful lines as you can, and be ready to sign up when we have out roll calls for you. Okay? Oh, what is the prize? It's a secret, but there is a real prize. So I expect you to come just in case maybe you do catch a boo around here, which is highly unlikely, but still, who knows? Okay, so thank you. Back to you, Fred.
Thank you, Toastmaster Donna Nadira. So please come. Another hybrid will be on the end of the month, 26 May. So we'll have a pickup line battle. So hopefully we can decrease the population of jomblo people, yeah, or single person. Okay, next I will call our Toastmaster Paramita coming from a AAA. Please coming to the stage. Do you? Yeah. So yeah. So how do you find our meeting?
First of all, it's really great to be here with the youngsters. Now I feel like I'm 25 younger than before coming here, and I really enjoyed it. I've been to this place before, but it wasn't in this library. The meeting was upstairs, and also there are people from the Ministry of Education and Culture as the members of the club. So with SCBD, I joined SCBD before the pandemic. It was either in the SCBD area or in World Trade Center. So it is Equity Building, Equity Tower. So I think this is a perfect place, and I look forward to coming here again. But probably not every meeting, but I will come again. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paramita. See you again, 26 May. Yeah. So we have pickup line battle, and I agree with Toastmaster Paramita. We feel younger if we are around younger people because you are determined by about 4 or 5 people around you. So if you are around people with age 15 or 20, your average age will be decreased. Yeah. Okay, next, maybe we have from guest, brother. Yeah, can you go? Yeah, yeah. It was raining and it hard to come here. And thank you for coming. And how do you feel about this session? What's your name? France. Okay, go on, France.
Thank you. To be honest, I feel so excited to join as a guest in this club. I mean, and then I feel I got so many lessons from the speaker. Amazing speech. I think I got so many lessons, and I think I will come again to this club. Thank you so much.
Thank you, France. Please come again, yeah, next week. And maybe from online, Leonie, are you still there? Okay, thank you. Leonie
Hello.
is our new member for SCBD. Woo!
Thank you.
So Leonie, thank you for coming to our edu session. And so what do you think about this workshop, Leonie?
Well, this workshop is absolutely great. I think this is what I need because Jenison actually uh, teach me about things that I actually not good at. So this is absolutely what I need. So it's awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Leonie. And I encourage you to keep trying, keep learning, because the more you try, the more you grow. Thank you, Toastmaster Leonie, and see you next week because
See you
Toastmaster
guys.
will deliver a speech, yeah, next week, yeah.
Oh no, not next week. Is
Oh,
it
not next week. Oh yeah, the
Yes,
other week. Yeah,
19.
yeah. Okay, and how about Miss, what's your name? Giselle, please come to the stage. Okay, maybe a free topic question. Uh, what are your blessings?
Can I think first? Yeah. All right. All right. I think one of my blessings is that from random encounters. Like, I mean, my random encounters leads me to Wilson, and Wilson leads me to this club, which because of well, our conversation brought to the topic of public speaking, right? So the public speaking skill for me is like bare minimum, and I want to like improve myself, and I'm still lacking in that kind of department, right? So the random encounter really like I wouldn't imagine myself. I mean, I'm from Manado, right? And I'm only here for like until the 9th of May, and I will be back to my hometown. And I wouldn't imagine myself here like participating with this amazing guest and the speaker as well. And yeah, just the blessing is in the form of disguised random encounters. So, thank you.
Thank you, Giselle. Random encounters, that's not easy because most people, I think, including me, are hesitating to do something and we afraid to do. And look at you, because of the random encountering, bring you to Toastmaster. And I encourage you to stay in Toastmaster because the more you do random encounter or just do something, you will grow because you are surrounded by a good community, right? Thank you, Giselle. Thank you. And one more comment from the guest. Please come to the stage. So what's your name? Edric. So Edric, thank you for coming to SCBD. Despite of running, you come here. And what do you want to learn more about public speaking or leadership?
Yeah, actually, not really good in public speaking, even in Indonesia. And my friend Franz suggest me to join Toastmaster to improve my confidentiality, my confidence in speaking in front of people. So I think I will come here again to this club to improve my skills.
Thank you. I agree. You just come again. Just come again. Not only to this SCBD Toastmaster. Just come to any Toastmasters club you found, and you will find yourself grow. Like Giselle said, random encounters. Just do topic. Do your speech. Take a role. Maybe you make mistakes sometime, but you will learn. Okay. Thank you. That's all for our session today. Thank you so much for coming. You are awesome. Raining so hard, but you still come. You are awesome. Special thanks to our brother Toastmaster Genison with a very fruitful session. With that, I will close the session with a loudest happy morning. Can I hear from you? Happy morning. Thank you so much. With that, the
Thank
meeting
you.
is adjourned. Thank you. See you next week.